My name is Jonneke. I've been privileged enough to be Sam's instructor during his AFF and A license. And yeah, I'm really stoked to have seen his progression going from his third jump to becoming a licensed skydiver. Things work differently when someone has a disability, which was a little bit stressful in terms of like canopy flying. Like, I remember the first couple of times he did a landing, I was on radio and I was like so scared because the first point of contact was going to be the spine rather than the legs. The exits, like for an instructor, the exits in the beginning were quite tricky because we use leverage a lot and we can control someone's body a lot by putting pressure on it. But like with Sam, one of the sides was controllable, but the other side you had to be really careful how to press because there was no extra weight, if that makes sense, so there was no extra resistance. So you were basically just flying the top part of the body and had to be very careful not to press on the bottom part because it would have been easier to flip. But I think that was more like a mind fuck for me than it was for him. I don't think he was really concerned about all of that. It was more me going like, but wait a second, normally I do it this way and now I have to change things up. I think you kind of have to look at it like we're a human being, right? So we've got 4 legs and we're all balanced out. And for flight, like aerodynamics work in a way where as long as it's symmetrical, it will fly stable. So it's kind of like looking at a helicopter that is missing one panel. And there's no fucking way you can possibly, there's no way you can possibly compensate for that unless you'd put extra weight in the other side. Yeah, tricky to try to envision like, okay, how am I gonna be able to, or how is he going to be able to compensate for it, and how am I going to be able to communicate clearly enough what I need from him in terms of weight and balance distribution. I think that's the most logical way of explaining it. Oh man, the tracking was amazing because like for me it was very challenging because I had to teach somebody how to fly but in a way that I couldn't fly. So I spent a couple of jumps trying to figure out like, okay, how do I fly with like one leg? Like I'd never had to fly in that way. So I used a couple of my other work jumps to try and figure out how to fly with my own body while taking a leg away. And it was kind of hard because like you had to compensate in ways that I wasn't used to compensate. So it was a very, very interesting way for me as an instructor as well to get a different perspective on like body flight and how to compensate for, well, in his scenario, one leg less. It's like you're taking half of your body weight off and you somehow have to adjust with the rest of your body. And like the first time he like did a proper track, I think I was happier for him than he was for himself. Like I was so stoked watching him fly and like just seeing the progress going from like a flight that I would very lazily keep up with to him just surprising me like the next minute by taking off like there was no tomorrow. It was very satisfying to coach Sam, and yeah, I'm very, very grateful to have had that opportunity. Yeah, so that was one of the things that was like tricky. Like there's some like compulsory mandatory moves for AFF. One of them is a backflip, barrel roll, front flip. Barrel roll and front flip weren't really a problem, but with the backflip there was just a lack of body weight on the bottom half of the body. So when we initially went for that jump, you could see that it wasn't like the lack of skill, it was the lack of weight distribution. So to adjust for that, we just decided, well, if we can't do it in free fall or like in clean air, we'll do it right off the exit, which was actually a really fun jump. I think that's one of the most memorable ones. Was the last checkout dive. I was like, hey, let's do a backflip, but do it from the door, then that will do. So you're on radio and you're trying to tell somebody like, hey, you're doing awesome, man, you're doing awesome, and he was doing awesome, but it was quite a stressful first couple of jumps. And it's pretty amazing to see the amount of progress he went through and how he's capable of flying better than most full able-bodied people. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what it's going to bring for the future and how he's going to progress in the sport. And the stoke is so real. Like the high on life was so big during all the jumps with Sam, and it was incredible watching him progress. I was sad, man. I was really stoked for you, but I was honestly very sad because I knew like, oh shit, now we've done the track out dive. That's gonna be the end of like our journey, at least for your A license. I was actually like, part of me was kind of sad it was over. I was like, I had so much fun flying with you and really enjoyed like, yeah, changing things up and finding different approaches. So I was very happy for you because I knew you were going to nail it. I mean, we exited at 12,000 and you've done, like you did the whole program by, I think 8.5, something like that. But after I landed, I was like, shit, it's over. That's so sad. I was so sad to pass you. I really wanted to fail you so we could do some more fun jumps together, but hey, can't have it all. I'm looking forward to doing more fun jumps with you for sure. Like, I hope we're gonna cross paths again and again, and whether it's in the tunnel or outdoors in the next couple of years. I'm really looking forward to see where this journey takes you. I'm very proud of you, like very honored to have been a part of that. I mean, you've always been good on your landings. I think for the first landings, it was more, like the stress was more my own problem. It had absolutely nothing to do with you. It's just that you teach, like your average student, you teach them how to PLF, which mainly means put your legs together, roll off your landing if you have a rough landing. And now you've got this guy that only has one leg, that cannot like use that leg as a buffer, as a bumper to roll on. So you're gonna have to teach them how to land on their butt, which basically just instantly exposes the spine to the ground. So the first landings and the first couple of landings, I was very scared. Like, I was scared for you, not because you lacked the skill, but because the first point of contact was gonna be the spine. And what if you don't listen to me on radio? Or what if the radio doesn't work? Or what if you fly off somewhere else and you don't end up coming back? Like, there's a lot of things that were my fear, like definitely nothing to do with you or your skill set. That like the more you jumped and the more like I could see that you understood landing patterns, the more comfortable it became. It was for sure more stressful than your average AFF student. But like, yeah, but like right now I'm very happy to watch you land. In the beginning, the anxiety would be very high. I'd be nervous to watch you land. But right now, like, you're nailing your landings. You even stood a landing up today. Like, pretty stoked about that. Very impressed as well. You, for sure you will manage. You've done, the hardest bit is over, man. Like, you stood up a landing today. Jeez. When I told you, like, yeah, I reckon in a couple of years, like in a little bit, you'll be able one day to stand up your landings. I wasn't expecting it to happen like 3 days later on your, what, 27 jump, 28 jump, jump number 32, and you're standing up your landings with one leg. Like, there's a bunch of people out there that can't do the same thing.
Really?
You should be proud. You should be really proud.
Because I don't feel fear. That's the main thing.
That's a dangerous one, though. That's a tricky one. You should feel a little bit of fear. A little bit of fear is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but fear, like, I mean, fear can be something good. Like, fear to a certain amount is something good because it's the thing that keeps you on point. Like, being a little bit scared is good. Like, that's gonna be the thing that makes you think like, oh shit, wait, and I'm gonna call you out on this one. There's power lines over there. I shouldn't be landing anywhere near those. Yeah. So fear is good. It keeps you alive. Like, cherish the fear. Like, find it and like cherish it. It's really gonna work in your favor by not landing close to power lines or boarding areas or over there, like.
Or the trees.
Oh man, like you really gave me a couple of heart attacks. I definitely like grew a couple of years older in a very short time.
Also the noters.
Oh,
the first noters.
Oh man, terrifying. But also terrifying because no control, right? You're there like, oh, please don't. Just please don't. Just please be safe.
But the landing pattern was so good, right?
Like, I mean, your last couple of jumps have been super solid and I've watched you land. But yeah, the first couple were definitely, like, from instructor point of view, it was definitely scary, and it was just because it was out of the ordinary. Because, you know, like, yeah. Parachute backing was very interesting. Actually, like, I think he's been one of my better students in terms of backing, and mainly came out of eagerness. He really wants to learn, and it's the same for the flying. Like, he really wanted to learn, and he was really there to to listen. And most people, they get into skydiving because they're like, oh, this is this cool thing I'm going to show off to my friends. And I feel like Sam just has a natural love for flight, and it wasn't really about what other people think or thought about it. It was really about him enjoying the freedom that comes with it. And same went down for the packing. Like with the packing, I had to think totally differently, because like I always use both my hands, both my knees, and you got a certain way of doing things, and you've got a certain way of instructing stuff like that. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, wait a second, but I normally use both my knees. And you just have to adjust to, like, it was a very creative process, like teaching him how to fly, teaching him how to pack, like teaching him how to land. It was a very creative way of, very creative approach to flying in general, because you just have to throw everything you know in the bin and start from scratch and trial and error and see what works. Yeah, I don't even know how you do it, to be honest, because the rig is already quite heavy. Yeah, it's like, and this is also where it changes, and you can see it, like I can see it in your face. Like the moment you leave the aircraft, there's like this massive gap of freedom, and you're like, there's no limitations anymore. Yeah. Where there's limitations to go to the boarding area, there's limitations to getting in the plane, like limitations to get from A to B or to drive a car. Like you've got limitations all the time. And like the moment you exit the aircraft, all of that is gone. And you're like, you gain this amount of freedom where you're no longer limited to the fact that you're like disabled, or like it's gone. It's like you're as able as anybody else. Like, and that was very, like, you can see it on your face. Like it's this happy place where you're just like, hey, like everything functions the way it should be. Yeah, I don't think altitude awareness has ever been a problem for you. You're very like mentally very heads-on. I think like your biggest challenge has been having to adjust. Like there's no school for this, right? So there's a school for well-abled or like fully able bodies, and we've got a certain way that we can take people through a course, but to do that with one leg, like nobody thought like there are no instructors out there that had a school. Like how do we teach somebody with one leg how to skydive? It was trial and error. So I think the only thing that really slowed you down was the lack of experience in this field. And I think you're going to be a big inspiration to a lot of other people out there that either lost an arm, lost a leg, or aren't like fully able-bodied, that are going to see your video and be like, whoa, shit, look at what this guy's done. Like if he can do it, I can do it. And yeah, I'm very grateful to have been a part of that, for sure. Man, we were like, I think I can speak for everybody here that we've definitely had some moments where like, ooh, like me and Darko for your first C1, like we were like, oh, this is challenging, but it's also challenging because it's the unknown, right? Like neither me or Darko had experience with doing any jumps like that. But like, I think what helped us, or like what made us so willing to be like, okay, we're gonna find a way, has been your energy from the start. You've had like, okay, let's go do this, and I don't care how long it takes. I don't care if I have to spend more time than other people, or if I need to wait the right conditions. Like your positive attitude and like the fact that you acknowledge like, yeah, this is out of the ordinary, but we're gonna make it work, made it like so worth it for us. And I think everybody has been very stoked to be a part of your journey, and we're all really looking forward to see what's going to happen next. Yeah. Fly some wingsuits.
Wingsuits and...
Wingsuits, wind tunnel.
Wind tunnel.
Dynamic lines, free flying. You're going to be able to do it all. Like, sure. You're going to out-track everybody in a couple of years, for sure. So thanks for that.
Great.
Yeah, like now I have full faith in you. Like I've always had full faith in you, but it was just it was just different. It was just a different approach to everything, which made it a little bit more challenging to not have that level of anxiety. Thank you. It was definitely a pleasure flying with you. I'm gonna come give you a hug.